Blues Van Alex says, well done, Lyndon Dykes, for showing people where the net is. Imagine if our first team could do it. Welcome back to 20 minutes of Birmingham chat. Coming up this week, Dykes is equal to Nicholas, is it? We're talking about the class of Jack Robinson, and fans are now pointing out that Kyogo is definitely not worth 10 million. What are your thoughts? Well, get Jason's view on it in a second, and which player deserves way more credit than what they're getting so far in this brand new championship season. Hope you well. We're talking, of course, about that last-minute winner against Swansea City. Was their goal offside as well? Hope you're doing okay. Our team are all away at either weddings or events this weekend, so Jason is flying solo. How are you, Jason?
Yeah, not too bad, Mark. Yourself?
Yeah, we're all good, thank you. Let's talk about Swansea. First of all, that goal they scored, I mean, the angles I've looked at is inconclusive. Offside for you?
I mean, football's about goals, so if that's Blues getting that against them, I'd feel very hard done by. So yeah, it'd probably be a goal for me, but happy it wasn't a goal.
Okay, fair enough. Overall, the result correct one, or was the draw more of an accurate reflection of the game?
No, I think we deserve to win it. Swansea fans probably won't agree with me, but I think bar the first 10 minutes, they looked pretty good. But I think with the rest of the game, I think we were the better side, and I think we had the better chances, and probably deserved to win it.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into some of the discussions first of all. I mean, Lyndon Dykes, we've even done a video, and if Adam were here, he'd be saying he shouldn't be playing, but yeah, he's turning into Zikic, isn't he?
You know what? I give him a lot of grief myself, especially like when I don't know it's not going our way. He's the one I go for. But you know what? He's coming up clutch for us at the moment. That's twice he's done it for us. And if he had left on the transfer deadline day, we wouldn't have walked away with 3 points. So I'm all for him now, and he's here for the rest of the season, or at least until January. So we've got to back him. I was kind of hoping Adam was going to be here as well because he
Yes,
was the
so was I.
first person I thought about after the game.
Yeah, we'll get him next week anyway on
Yeah.
it. Every time Dyke scores, he seems to be absent. Anyway, let's crack on. Kevin says, "Good to see Paddy with an assist as well." Yeah, talking about Patrick Roberts. He's gonna be a handsome player for you this season.
You can just tell when you're watching him, he's just a tidy footballer and he just loves having the ball. Like even against Stoke when we weren't very good, he for me was one of the bright sparks. And when I initially seen the lineup, I thought it was a bit harsh that he wasn't starting, but to be fair to him, he's come on and he was fantastic again. So yeah, I can't wait to see what else he does.
Yeah, last week, Jason, there were people calling Chris Davies out a little bit. So, of course, we have to put the opposite in here now. Steve says a lot of credit has to go to Chris Davies. Made the changes that were needed at both ends of the pitch. And he played a bit more direct at times and deserved a win, given Blues went for it in the closing stages. Yeah, was it? Does he? Can you attribute those 3 points to the substitutions that he made?
I think everything about what he done throughout the game, get credit to Chris Davies. He completely changed the lineup. He made the right subs when they were needed. We changed the way we play. We were a lot faster with the ball. We got the ball up the pitch a lot quicker. So the whole performance, props to Davies and the team. They were excellent.
Yeah. Jack Robinson. Let's talk about him, shall we? As well. Says, well done, Jack. Solid centre half display. Exactly what we needed. Matt says he was class today. To be fair, yeah, what a performance. Yeah, how's he? Yeah, talk me through kind of how he started his life for Blues. Um,
I mean, he started as solidly as anyone could have hoped for. Like I remember when I seen the lineup, I was like, Robinson, okay, fair enough. But he was fantastic to be fair. And to be fair, the back four just seemed a lot more balanced. I think Clara looked a lot better being on that right side of the two centre halves, and the way we play, having that left footer just seems to work better. And he's done absolutely nothing wrong all game. He was fantastic, and unfortunately for Phil Neumann, I think that's potentially meant he's lost his spot because I think he'll start again in our next game. And the fact that he's got that long throw, I didn't know that he had that in his locker. That was nice to have. I didn't know he had that.
I asked that because obviously Sheffield United fans, have a running joke with him that they always concede with him in goals. But I'm glad he seems to be being he's being coached better and looks like he's enjoying his football again.
Well, it was an underwhelming signing for a lot of people. We just sort of looked at it as he's going to be an experienced head for the dressing room. He knows how to get promoted, and he'll be a good squad player and stuff like that. But that performance Saturday, he's only done himself the world of good. And like I said, I fully expect him to start the next game. And to be fair, Sheffield United are woeful at the moment. Good club, but they can't anything can't go wrong for them currently, can they? So maybe a bit harsh.
I'd love to have him back at the moment. That one.
Yeah.
Liam says much better today and a massive win for us. I think Robinson was quality today coming in and certainly gives us balance. And Claver looks better on the right, as you said. But I think going forward, personally, Laird and Roberts both have to start. Great win. And yeah, UTFB. What about this Laird and Roberts point?
I can see the argument for both, but this is the whole point of the Blue Squad now, though it's got that much depth. You can have these arguments. For me, I see why Chris Davies is going for Asai Samuel. He's just a raw athlete. Like, he's a unit as well. Like, he's a great defender. But going forward, I've not been he's not set my world a lot currently, so I can see the argument for Laird. And then, to be honest, I'm happy with either or starting. I don't think I'm going to look at that lineup and go Ethan Laird or Asai Samuel. I'm happy with either. The Patrick Roberts one, I get why he would be starting, but let's just give it time. He's got to bed into how we play, and to be fair, after Saturday, like, he was great when he came on, but you can't fault Damari Gray, and you definitely can't fault Jason Kumas. Sorry, I forgot his first name now. Kumas. Let's just go with Kumas.
Yeah, Lewis.
Lewis. That's the one. He was fantastic. My God, taking on their fullback, he had his pants down quite a few times. So if he's going to offer that, like, there's no harm in Roberts being on the bench. Kumas was fantastic as well.
Super. Right then, of course, that extended the home winning run as well, didn't it? And now we are 28 games, the longest unbeaten home league run, across the top 4 leagues in England. And of course, you know what's going to happen next when you play Sheffield Wednesday, don't you? On a rainy, wet, cold Tuesday night.
1-0 Barry Bannon scores.
Yeah, Barry Bannon free kick in 90th minute, yeah. Yeah, you heard it here first. So, okay, it's a stupid question because you've been in League One and yeah, you've been by far the better team down there. But what would you put that success down to of St Andrews becoming a fortress? Is there a mentality in this team?
I think so. There's definitely a mentality and there's a character about the team. And I think the fact that we now are selling out every single game, once that place gets rocking, there's nothing like it. Like, I know people will say every ground's like it, but I'm going to have a bias towards St Andrews. But once it does get rocking, it's a tough place to come. I think there's even a quote from Sir Alex Ferguson saying it was a tough place to go. So I think that helps. So, and the fact that there's a real connection between the squad and the fans now. So it might sound a bit cringy, but it's like there's a collective unit there, and everyone's there for the badge. And so it's just a good atmosphere. And obviously, being in League One and having 11 men behind the ball and the referee, to be fair, because he might as well just set up there, definitely helped.
Okay. Right, let's focus on the negative then, shall we? Sorry to bring this up again, but it's what we do. Ian says there's a good 3 points, but awful Kyogo player. He had panic every time. Easy miss. He missed the goal. Not worth 10 million for him. Not sure what language that is written in, but you get the gist of it. So then, Jason, cards on table. From what you've seen so far, is he a £10 million player?
If you're looking at what he's offered so far, 10 million, not quite, but you can just tell there's an absolute finisher there. Don't get me wrong, I don't know if you've seen it, but the chance he missed when he was 1-on-1, that was poor. That was really poor, and I thought that was going to be the one, but I still think it's going to come for him. His movement and his work rate is just second to none, and I think what helps him as well, like, he's getting the chances. I'd be more alarmed if he's not getting the chances. So, yeah, as it stands, he's not a 10 million player, but I think it's going to click, and I think people are soon going to be going, God, they've got Kyogo up front. We're in for a tough one today. I think it's a matter of time before it clicks, and And if it doesn't, I'll eat my words at the end of the season.
Why hasn't it clicked so far? I mean, we've asked this, I think, second game in, but we're in. I think with the cup games now, we're 7 or 8 games into the season. Why are we still waiting for the net to bulge?
I think it's just that thing of a striker getting in his own head. Like the fact that he seems a bit rash when he's coming through one-on-one. Like I think at Oxford, he was particularly rash. I think maybe the one against who we just beat, I've already forgot.
Swansea.
But yeah, I had Preston there somewhere. But the chance against Swansea, I think he had too much time to think about it. But it will come. The fact that he's getting the chances, I'm not alarmed. Like it will click eventually, and it might be a case of that we don't get the Celtic Kyogo. Like, is the Championship a better standard than the SPL? Maybe. And if he only scores 10 goals, it's still a good return. We've got a squad. Like, everyone else can chip in.
Okay. Let us know your thoughts. I'd be really keen to read some of these. Are we being too harsh on him? Let us know what you think. Coventry up next then, Jason. Some fans, I guess, we're all not very happy about the ticket prices, but Blues have sold it out yet again. The 40 odd quid or 35 quid is for children as well, which is scandalous. They're unbeaten. Lampard in charge. Do you think you can do them?
I think it's a tough ask away from home, especially off the back of the Stoke result and how we played there. Leicester, again, not fantastic, so might not be great away from home this season. If we can go there and get a point, I'd be happy. If we can beat them, fantastic. But I think as long as we go there and give ourselves a good account against, let's be honest, a very, very good Coventry side, then I'd be happy. Let's take a point. Point against Coventry at their place. That's solid for me.
Okay. And then, what do you make of these fans are saying, look, without us, they might not even exist. They should be a bit more grateful in terms of their ticket price allocation.
100%. But so I had a quick nose at Coventry's tickets when they had the scheme released. It come up on my feed on X, and I was having a look, and they broke it down to category games. So some clubs will be charged that. So it won't just be some clubs are going to have it where they charge 45 quid as well. And across the board, whatever team gets charged at it is disgusting. And for fans saying that we should be charging them the same, we won't, because it's not right to. It's a working man's game. It's a working class game. You should not be charging that much for a game of football. Premier League standard, I could potentially accept it, but 45 quid for an adult ticket at a Championship game is scandalous.
Yeah, here to that. Right, finally then this week, Jason, and please let us know in the comments your answer to this one as well. Which one player has not had the plaudits which they deserve? Who's doing all the underlying work that doesn't get noticed for you, Jason?
It's a good question. I think Damari Gray doesn't get enough plaudits for the dirty work he's doing. A lot of people questioned him when coming back from Saudi, which I get. Is he just coming back for a payday or such like that? But he has worked his absolute socks off. Blues fans will probably find this one a bit obvious, but I think Stansfield, the amount of hate he gets from opposition fans, I think it's just coming to the point now where it's trendy to hate Jay Stansfield. But he offers us so much. His work rate is ridiculous. And the last one I'm going to throw out there is Kyogo. His work rate when he plays and his runs that he makes, he's been pretty good for me, bar the fact he's not scoring.
Yeah,
it will come. It will come.
Yeah. All right, let you off. Let us know then in the comments. Thank you very much. Right, thanks, Jason. It's very hard to do this solo effort, so appreciate it. The team will be back next week. Get well soon, Paul. Of course, if you're watching this, who is not here, we'll see Adam next week. We're definitely going to be putting the Lyndon Dykes question to him to see what response we get. And enjoy your trip to Coventry. We'll see you on the other side of that. Have a great 7 days, everyone. Thanks for watching.